Have you ever had the same dream as someone else? I mean, exactly the same dream. Not similar, the exact same one. I haven't, but it happened to Tshepo. Tshepo lived with his parents and his two brothers, Dumi and Karabo, in Soweto. Four-room house, a bungalow bus on the windows, mango trees in the yard, washing line always full, normal family, normal house. Tshepo's story began when he was in 7th grade. He was the youngest. He was that kid. He enjoyed playing video games and sometimes hanging out with his brothers, doing homework on the kitchen table, fighting with his brothers over the TV remote. Normal 13-year-old. One night, he had a long day at school and had lots of homework, so he stayed up till late. He was tired, eyes burning. He switched off the lights, put his phone under the pillow, and went straight to bed. That night, he had the wildest dream. A tall black shadow was standing in his room, staring at him. He couldn't see its face. It was like it was made of shadow. No eyes, no nose, no mouth, just a shape, but tall, taller than the door frame. Head almost touching the ceiling, standing at the foot of his bed, not moving, not breathing, just there. The room was freezing in the dream. Tshepo could see his own breath like it was winter inside the room. Tshepo woke up terrified, heart racing. His shirt was stuck to his back with sweat. He sat up fast, switched the lamp on. The room was empty. Everything was normal. He checked under the bed, inside the cupboard, nothing. He told himself it was just a dream, drank water from the bottle next to his bed, and tried to go back to sleep with the lamp on. The next night it came back, but this time it wasn't alone. It was holding hand of little Tshepo, young version of him, maybe 6 years old. Same face, same scar on the knee from when he fell from his bike in grade 2. Little Tshepo wasn't crying, wasn't smiling, just looking at big Tshepo. The shadow man was still staring, still no face. Tshepo screamed so loud he woke himself up. He actually woke Dumi in the next room. Dumi shouting through the wall, "Bro, some of us are trying to sleep." Dumi came to check on him. Tshepo started crying, saying he fell from the bed. He thought he saw a shadow. He didn't go much into details. He just said nothing. He didn't explain. I mean, how can you explain that? Then the scratches started. Every morning, Tshepo would wake up with marks on his arm, like someone dragged their nails down his skin. 3 lines from his shoulders down to his elbow, sometimes on his back where he couldn't even reach. They burned when he showered. Mom saw them once when he took his shirt off. She asked, "Tshepo, what's that on your back?" He said, "I don't know, maybe I scratched myself in my sleep." He never told anyone the truth. He's not that type to talk about what's happening in his life. At 13, you would think your brothers will call you weak. You think your parents will say you're playing too many games. So he kept quiet, started wearing long sleeves, even on sunny days. Weeks go by, the dreams comes almost every day now. Sometimes he has little Tshepo. Sometimes little Tshepo is crying and reaching out for him. Sometimes little Tshepo's mouth is moving like he's trying to say something, but no sound comes out. Tshepo would wake up shouting, sweating, scratches fresh, and stinging. Then one night, Dumi wakes up. It was about 3 a.m. Dumi is shaking him. "Tshepo, Tshepo, wake up." Tshepo opens his eyes. He's standing in the kitchen, barefoot on the cold tile. Fridge door is open, lights from the fridge shining on his face. He's got no idea how he got there. Last thing he remembers is the shadow man in the dream, pointing at him with a long shadow finger. Dumi looked scared. He said, "You were sleepwalking. You walked past my room. Your eyes were open, but you weren't here. You didn't answer when I called you." Tshepo didn't remember standing up, didn't remember opening his bedroom door, didn't remember walking down the passage. After that night, Tshepo broke. He told Dumi everything. The shadow man, little Tshepo, the scratches, the sleepwalkings. He was crying while he was talking. Dumi didn't laugh. Dumi was quiet for a long time. Then he says, "Wait," and Dumi tells him, "I saw him too. 2 weeks ago, one night only. I thought it was because you told me about your nightmare, so my mind was playing games. But I saw him at my bedroom door. No face, just black and tall. I switched on the light and he was gone. I didn't tell anyone because I thought I was copying you. I thought I was going mad." So now it's like about 3 a.m. and both of them are sitting on the kitchen floor whispering. Then they heard the floor crack. Then Karabo walks in. He's rubbing his eyes. What are you two doing? What are you two whispering about? Karabo goes quiet, puts his hand over his mouth. He says, I dreamt of him last week. I swear, I thought it was that movie we watched. He was standing close to my bed, holding Tshepo's hand. I woke up and the TV was off, but I felt like someone was still there. Now, all three brothers are sitting in the kitchen at 3 a.m. looking at each other. Same dream, different night, same man, same little kid. But they don't tell mom and dad, not yet. They're scared of what it means. One night, they are all sitting in the lounge playing video games on the floor. TV volume was up, they were having fun, chips open, cold drink on the side, just chilling. They hadn't spoken about it since that night in the kitchen. They were all trying to act normal. The oldest brother suddenly puts the controller down. His voice is low, serious. You know that weird dream we talked about? The black shadow man? Nobody laughs, nobody jokes, the room goes quiet. Tshepo's heart started pounding. His hands went cold. He dropped his controller on the floor. Tears hit his eyes and he looked terrified. He couldn't breathe for a second. His chest got tight. Everyone stopped. His brother looked at him and asked, Tshepo, what's wrong? They went to wake up mom and dad. It was about 10 p.m. Mom was already in a gown taking off her headscarf. Dad was watching news. They told him everything, from the first night till now. The shadow man, the little Tshepo, the scratches, the sleepwalking, the kitchen at 3 a.m., Dumi's dream, Karabo's dream, the game night, everything. Mom listened, didn't say a word. Then she stood up and went to her bedroom, came back with her arm pulled up her sleeves, showed them 3 French scratches, almost healed, but still there. She said, I've been dreaming too, 2 months now. He pulls me up in the dream. I float off bed. My feet don't touch the ground. I try to scream for your father, but nothing comes out. I wake up and my chest is tight and my pillow is wet. Dad was the only one who wasn't having the dream, but he was so worried. He said, what's happening to my house, to my wife, to my children? Monday comes, mom calls a traditional healer. He comes on Wednesday with his goat skin bag and bones, burns herbs until the whole house is smoking. He walks in every room chanting, sprinkling medicine in the 4 corners of each room, makes them all drink something black and bitter from a calabash. It tastes like soil and vinegar. And then he says, there's something here, something old, not for now, from before the house was built, from the ground. Says the shadow man is not a ghost, it's a collector. He collects children, young ones. He ties red strings on all their wrists. Says don't take it off, even when you bath, even when it gets dirty. Saturday, a priest from their church comes too, with 2 elders. They prayed, sprinkled water on the walls and the beds, make the whole family kneel and hold hands in the lounge. The priest put the Bible on Tshepo's head and prays for 20 minutes straight, sweating, and says, the child in the dream is Tshepo's spirit. The shadow man is trying to take it before Tshepo gets older, before he becomes strong. After that, the dream stopped for years. No shadow man, no sleepwalking, no scratches, no doors opening at 3 a.m., no little Tshepo. Years went by and Tshepo got married. Then his wife got pregnant. That's when the dream came back. This time, the shadow man wasn't alone. He was standing at the foot of their bed, holding the hand of a small child Tshepo has never seen before. But he knew in his gut the shadow man was holding his unborn child.